This Road to Prosperity video is sponsored by Vandergraaf, the leader in the design and manufacturing of high-quality, premium efficiency conveyor belt drives. The Grizzly Drive drum motor is built to operate in harsh, dusty, abrasive, and extreme environments where performance and durability matter most.
Before we look ahead, maybe if you don't mind, kind of looking back on the year that was in the industry in 2024, maybe you can share some perspective for us in terms of what you saw at TCI, what you saw in the field with customers.
Yeah, sure thing. I appreciate it, Kevin. 2024 was a record year for us, and we're tickled by that because there were a lot of factors at play. Typically, an election year, you can have some ambiguity on what's going on with the economy and with our industry. But we were able to capture an incredible 2024, and I think that says a lot about our industry. I think with the attributes for our record year, of course, I'm biased. I think that we're a great company, and I think that's why we did great. But that's true. But I do think that there's also some environmental factors that were at play here too, and I think there's a lot of economic success that our producers have had, our customers and producers in the industry have had with price increases. And I think those price increases have been long overdue, and we've seen those inch up over the last couple of years. And it's created more margin for the producers that they've been yearning for and have deserved. And these price increases have allowed this margin to translate into earnings at the end of the year, where they've been, I think, eager to reinvest a lot of that capital in project improvements and greenfield sites and things like that. And we've been the beneficiary of a lot of that. And so we're excited to see that the producers are getting what they deserve in the market with regard to pricing. And again, we see that as hopefully something that's going to continue on forward.
Kelan, what are you seeing here early in 2025? I've touched on tariffs at the start of our discussion here. Are you seeing any change in sentiment, whether it's for the better or worse? You mentioned the administration, I believe. I guess what's the runway look for in 2025? Are you seeing things change any bit from the election that you referenced? Any sentiment adjustments by your customers?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question because, we put all of our political beliefs aside. And I think having an election in a rearview mirror is always a good thing. It creates a little bit more clarity for everybody. And anytime you've got a little more clarity, I think it allows for companies like ours, companies like producers in our industry, to be able to execute a little bit easier on strategy if you know what's coming ahead. And whether you like the Trump administration and what they're talking about and what they're doing, or whether you don't like it, at least there's clarity in what is going to be happening over the next 4 years. I think the buzzword last year and maybe even the year before was interest rates. And I think the buzzword in 2025 is going to continue to be tariffs. And I think interest rates are going to be fairly flat, and some don't like that, but I don't see it being something that's going to go all over the place like we've experienced in recent past. Tariffs, the objective, I'm sure, is to try and level the playing field, and the administration's got their objectives there. That's the bugaboo that we're all trying to figure out right now. I think the clarity, though, over the next 4 years, and certainly the fact that the Trump administration wants to have, I believe, a footprint on infrastructure, because it's a bipartisan issue that I think everybody can agree on. I believe that they've as a whole have a big enough ego that they want to have that footprint and say, we did good things maybe 3-4 years ago with that IIJA, and I think they're going to want to do that and hopefully more to help set up our industry for the next several years. So I think there's a lot of great things happening. It just seems like we're in the middle of a little bit of a goofy time because we're in this transition and everybody's just trying to figure out what's going on. But I think the long-term horizon is very positive.
Thank you to Vandergraaf for sponsoring this Road to Prosperity video. Visit vandergraaf.com to discover the cost-saving and safety benefits of the innovative Grizzly Drive drum motor. Learn how the Grizzly Drive reduces maintenance costs while delivering reliability and longevity for belt conveyors operating in the harshest of environments.